So, Pelberto,
So,
I hope you learn. I know you are just new in this business. You are also a facilitator. You have to learn from this business because gold business is a very tricky business. This is not CIF, cost insurance and freight only. It's not. The buyer has to pay the shipping cost. That is normal. The buyer has to insure the gold. That is normal. But the buyer has to pay first the gold before the gold leave the country of origin bank to bank because of money laundering and gold laundering. What is the meaning of gold laundering? When the buyer asking CIF, he's going to launder. Yeah? He's going to launder to find the real buyer in order to resell it on the highest price. The government or the seller would not allow their gold to launder it. That is the reason why there's so many buyers encounter disaster in Africa. So many. Whether you go to Ghana, whether you go to Kampala, whether you go to Conakry or Sierra Leone or Mali, most of the buyer there, their eyes is bigger than a dollar. They think about the profit. They're not thinking about the long term. They're only thinking short term. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, now I know how to work with you, and
This is for money that you
I
are
hope.
looking for. When the agent of the buyer says that they have a partner with Marina, my seller would not deal private refinery. Would not. Because I know Marina. I meet the nephew of Marina in Dubai. They are looking for gold anywhere and they are going to sell it to the highest price. But my seller would not. They would not deal private refinery. If I am on the ground, yes, because I will soften my seller. But if I'm not around, my seller say no, no, no. Yes, that's the reason why I charge my travel cost in order to facilitate, in order to assist the buyer. Without me, I I doubt the buyer will prosper. I doubt. I'll give you an example. There was a
Okay.
There's a group of buyers already stranded in Dubai, and their gold. I think this buyer. I will not mention the name of the buyer, and he arrived in Dubai, and she arrived in Dubai, waiting for the gold, and the gold has been transit in Ghana. So the gold didn't arrive in Dubai. Why? Because that person only paid the taxes. So now the gold is in Ghana. So when the gold is in Ghana, it's transit, you have to find a licensee to prepare the export documentation. Because that is now belong to that country. So once the gold is in Ghana, you have to get the export documentation, the origin coming from Ghana. So that that the seller who is asking, promising to the buyer cash and carry. So what happened? He was being questioned in Ghana. Now the gold is in security company. So I would not advise the buyer like that. You have to pay the gold. You have to. I will give you the video about this gold laundering from Africa, especially Mali, because Mali is the third largest gold producer. I will show you the video and learn out of that. Okay?
Okay.
So our conversation is on the record. I will give you a copy so that you will understand that this is not an easy business.
Of course.
It's not. This is for Mali. So thank you that you found me on my YouTube channel. And everybody has to learn that this is not a cutting corner. This is not.
No, I was a lucky guy.
Why?
Because I found you and I can see your videos now, and we can collaborate and I think help each other. You
Exactly.
help more. You will help me more, but it's very, very good.
You know, my seller didn't teach me. My seller didn't teach me Because this, I'm in marketing for 36 years. I used to be in real estate. I'm semi-retired. Right. And buying and selling, there is always a payment. There is no way. And buying and selling, there is always a
Yes, but
contract.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
But how did you start the business?
That's a good question. I used to be in real estate, and here in Australia, when you sell property, we are advanced. Everything is online. We sell properties online. Buyer come and buy and view. Someone from Africa saw my profile, and they asked me to travel to Africa to sit down with them on how I could help them to position their production. There's a saying, position, position, position. I'm the one who positioned Africa to the global village. We are now in the global village. Everybody can search on YouTube like you do. You did search on YouTube. You found Wilhelmina. Yeah. Seller would not explain to you like this. None whatsoever. The seller would not bother. The seller would not waste his time. I'm just very patient to educate those buyers agent. Buyer's agent. Can you imagine? I interview a buyer's agent. What is the purpose of the buyers and the seller close the deal, doesn't close the deal, because this letter of intention is perfect, but this buyer's agent, the price he's asking is undervalued. We don't sell undervalued. We don't. Our selling price less 8%. This letter of intention is beautiful, but the buyer's agent is arrogant. Yes. When I interview you live video, he's a very arrogant buyer's agent. Yeah.
Yes, I think that was a barrier, okay, between him and you. And when you have this behavior, I think it's very difficult then to proceed.
If I am the buyer's agent, Alberto,
I think the person is before the business, I think.
yes.
Then we have the business. But before, I look the person.
Yes. If I am the buyer's agent, I will negotiate.
And that's my philosophy. Then I can wrong in the business, because in the business there are many sharks.
It is, especially the broker.
I think the person is before.
Yes. And that buyer's agent is a shark. You cannot meet the, you will be eaten by the shark as well, because Wilhelmina is a shark, very sharp.
I know. Everybody is a shark. That's why I'm telling you, I think the trust and the respect in the business, and then everything, I think, is fine.
Yeah, I reviewed this letter of intent is perfect. A review. Yeah. This letter of intent is only for Wilhelmina's to review, because I have to validate. This letter of intent is really perfect. But the buyer's agent, his price is undervalued. We don't sell $32,000 per kilo. We don't. We don't sell $42,000 per kilo. We don't. Our selling price is less 8%. Take it or leave it.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Take it or leave it.
So the maximum you can do is 48.
Today's price.
At the moment.
Today's price.
At today's price.
But I want to talk to the main buyer, because I have to help the buyer. Because I want to listen to the buyer's needs, not the broker's needs. Yes. I want to listen to the buyer's need. Then I will go back to my head office to negotiate. Yes. Yes.
Yes, because it's the best way to proceed, I think.
Yes.
Because you can talk with me, you can talk with Antonio, you can talk with another one, you can talk with another one. But if you don't talk with the buyer, you don't have a complete idea.
That's right.
That's, I think.
That's why I on my video I said I want to talk to the buyer directly, because I want to listen his needs. What is the needs of the buyer? Why the buyer cannot get the supply? There is a reason why. Because of the middle men, they want to cut corner because of the commission. Right. And this business that's the reason why I said I don't deal middlemen anymore. I don't deal brokers anymore. It's very clear on my YouTube channel. I prefer to deal directly to the buyer. If you bring the buyer to me, yes, you will be paid as a gesture of goodwill because the seller would not pay double commission at all. The seller hired me, the seller is paying me to work with them. I only charge my travel cost in order to assist the buyer. And if the buyer cannot afford, meaning to say he cannot also afford, yes, to pay the gold. Because my travel cost is peanuts.
Of course. Yeah. Yes, if he can pay the flight for you, we can pay also for the gold.
Exactly.
And,
you know how much I charge to fly to Mali?
yes, because we are talking about.
Alberto, I do
Yes,
charge.
We're talking about million dollars.
Exactly.
So,
$15,000 is peanuts. It's peanuts.
no, but Mrs. Wilhelmina, the buyer, I'm sure that has money because you can find also you have all the documents first of all, and then you have the also in New York. You go on Google Maps. Maybe you have the address on the LOI. You can go and check. The buyer is real. The problem is the price. That's why I'm asking you to contact him directly.
I will contact the buyer. I will listen to the buyer.
If we don't resolve the problem, okay, it's okay. We have another buyer. There are so many buyers in the world.
That's right.
But as you told me, I think the best way is to approach directly with him.
I will.
That's
I will. And I will inform you,
because
Tony.
you see the reasons, you see him, and you understand better the situation. You have the, how you say in English, you have the stock of the situation. You have the, sorry for my bad English.
It's okay. It's all right. Anyway, Alberto, I will give you a copy of our conversation because our conversation is live. It's on the record. This is for everyone to educate. This is for everyone to know that gold is money. That everyone to understand that you are buying money to make money. You are not buying low-class money. Your money is paper money versus solid money. So the solid money is the world asset you are buying. That paper money is an asset, but if you get the lighter and burn the money, it will vanish. But if you're gonna burn the gold, it would not fade. The money will fade when you burn the money. You got my logic here?
Exactly. Yes. Sorry.
So I think our conversation is very clear, and I will give you a copy of our conversation so that you will understand. And there's a saying: every day is a learning process. My seller would not educate you guys. Wouldn't. That is the reason why my seller is sick and tired dealing with so many middlemen. Because the middleman is the one who killed the deal. I am not here to kill the deal. I am here to help both parties to negotiate. Right.
Yes, but I think also me, because I'm trying to do my best.
I'm very pleased that you are very open, young man. Yes. I'm very pleased.
Mr. Antonio, maybe. Yes. Maybe Mr. Antonio was a little bit arrogant.
Arrogant doesn't work with me.
I'm another person. I'm not so expert. I'm not so wise like Antonio, but I can give you a contribute in this deal and be helpful also in the future.
Arrogant agent doesn't work with Mrs. Ford. Arrogant agent would not work because I don't like to be arrogant. I want to help the buyer because buyer is hungry of this supply. There's a saying, supply and demand determine the price. So that buyer's agent doesn't know how to assist his own buyer. I am here to assist both parties. Thank you very much, Alberto. I hope you learned from our conversation. This is live. Our conversation is live. So don't worry, I will give you a copy of our conversation so that you will learn in the future. Okay?
Okay, Mrs. Wilhelmina.
Right.
I'm waiting for your reply about your conversation with Mr. Michael Ursini, and I hope to hear you.
All right.
as
Thank
soon
you
as
very much.
possible.
I will let you know. Thank you. Good and bye.